Look at this. There are 2,659 subscribers in my trading group, and we're killing it. I want to give a few shout outs to my trading group. CBC, thank you so much. I'm up $13,000 this week. Your group's amazing. I made $47,000 in April because of your setups. This person's up 2,400, 1,500, 647%. This person doubled my money after a phone call that we had just yesterday. This person said, I woke up and I had 73% gains in data. Thank you. I woke up with 58% gains while I was sleeping. Another $1,000. That's $4,000 in 7 days. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos, up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you guys, smash the like button for me. If you guys came into cryptocurrency to get ridiculously rich, to make life-changing money, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to bring you the most up-to-date, pertinent news that moves the markets. You guys want news that moves the markets. You want to make a bunch of money? You need news that matters. I'm going to bring you Bitcoin technical analysis, altcoin free setups to trade. Jumping right into the market today in crypto, Bitcoin at 92.27. The bulls, are they back? Are they showing up? Are they about to change this trend? This is the Bitcoin 3-day chart. We've been talking about this. It's bearish, still bearish. Remember, it's higher time frame, right? So this takes a lot to change the higher time frame, kind of a macro perspective. All these vertical lines are previous bearish MACD crosses. Every time this happens, move to the downside, move to the downside, move to the downside, bearish MACD cross, move to the downside, bearish MACD cross, move to the downside in progress. You also have hidden bearish divergence right here, which essentially occurs in a downtrend because this is a downtrend. Bitcoin is in a downtrend, right? Macro downtrend. Occurs in a downtrend and means that the downtrend is going to continue. Now, overhead resistance real strong at about 10,000, 10,500. Also the 618 Fibonacci retracement level. My buy signal for Bitcoin is 10,500 or a breakout of this triangle. If we, essentially there's still 320 days left in this triangle, and Bitcoin likes to run to the end of these triangles. Okay, so again, I'm ready for bull run ready, but there might be some downside before the big breakout. This is a 6-hour chart. Talked about this to you yesterday. Possible bullish divergence. Looks like it's playing out a little bit. You got a bullish MACD cross here. The bulls are trying to push this price back into this pattern, which would obviously be a good sign. I want to take a zoomed in approach and take a zoomed in look, and we're going to look at the 1-hour chart. What does this mean? It means things that happen on the 1-hour chart happen quicker. Right? All these signals happen quicker. Normally it's smaller patterns, smaller moves on the smaller time frames. Okay, that's important to understand. So this was a setup I posted in the trading group earlier today. The bulls can hold support. We're looking, you got a bull flag, right? You got a falling wedge, 68% chance this breaks to the upside. Here's your targets, 92.50, 9300. Boom, bulls showed up. Here we are, 92.50. Good to see some bullish follow through. Bulls are backed. Now, are we going to continue in this pattern? We've got this decent size falling wedge. You have to consider and assume that this price action continues in this pattern until it doesn't. But the upside here is, 9,500. Now, this is a falling wedge, 68% chance that this bigger falling wedge breaks to the upside. However, yesterday's video, make sure and watch that. We talked about how a lot of times in these topping patterns, these actually break lower and you get parabolic moves to the downside. So easy way to trade this Again, I don't have any Bitcoin right now. I want to see, Bitcoin's got to show me something different before I start jumping into Bitcoin. I'd rather trade these altcoins all day. That's where the money's at for me. You know, you get a 10% move out of Bitcoin, and it's the biggest deal ever. These altcoins, you get 10% moves on a regular basis every single day, right? Tons of them. I got to give some shout outs to my trading group. Amazing results recently. Gentleman just sent me this. He had 16 shorts. He won 87% of them. Amazing. Then his long positions, 100% perfect out of 14 trades. If you are tired of working for somebody else, making somebody else a ton of money, I encourage you guys to learn how to trade this market. This works in any market. My trading group is designed to help people that have never traded ever before. Now this person, huge trade open right now. $95,000 in profits, 10.5 Bitcoin in unrealized profits. This person's up 241%. This gentleman went from 0.5 Bitcoin to 4 Bitcoin in 1 week. All because of the trading vids and tips from the trading group. Altcoins with ties to PayPal. Remember, CoinDesk reported that 3 individuals told them PayPal plans to offer direct sales of cryptocurrency to their users. Now, will any of these altcoins reap the benefits? So these are 3 different cryptos with some ties. We're going to talk about this. This gentleman is Vechain. He was one of the 6 founding team members of PayPal and was the first employee at YouTube. And now he is a research and development engineer at Origin. Again, Origin is up 35% in the last month. PayPal co-founder, Coinbase, and Silicon Valley investor Peter Thiel is among over 40 groups, funds, and angel investors in Reserve. PayPal co-founder, Reserve, 85% gains over a month. Cred is co-founded by ex-PayPal executives. You know, it's amazing to see here, like, people at PayPal knew, hey, listen, crypto's where it's at. Like, they're going to take over. Like, this money transmittance situation that PayPal has been taking over is about to come to an end. You know, so it's a surprise that PayPal hasn't jumped into the market and started their own blockchain development. Are they going to choose a third-party cryptocurrency as far as for money transmittance? And will this be offered? Will any of these smaller coins be offered for the direct sales of cryptocurrency? So PayPal has 300 million accounts, facilitates billions of dollars in payments, and I hate their fees. Gosh, their fees. Man, every time somebody sends PayPal, it's just like, man, they're making a ton of money. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the most obvious candidates, but can you imagine if an altcoin with less than $100 million market cap gets listed on PayPal? As the UTrust beta program is live, you can send invoices with 0% fees, only 100 spots available. I like this idea. You can invoice in 2 minutes, get paid in 1, no border fees or delays, straight to your bank account, your accountant's best friend. This is a great fit for cryptocurrency. Fast, convenient, and you're able to send invoices. Beautiful. Plutus DeFi, keyword DeFi. Plutus DeFi releases year-long campaign to become the largest full-stack DeFi platform. Pay attention to these DeFi projects. Even in a subpar cryptocurrency market, I think we're going to have a ton of upside in DeFi. It's hot right now. And so it's not really about, hey, let me dive into the code and let me figure out which one's has the best developers and what's the best roadmap. It's really about, hey, everybody thinks it's hot, so you know what? It's hot. It's going to go up because they're going to buy it and let it all come out in the wash, right? Don't get stuck on trying to figure out. Again, you just have to look at this and say, okay, they're presenting this well. This looks appealing from the outside, right? Whether they actually come through with this, I wouldn't get stuck on what they're actually going to do. Mainstream adoption, yeah, we'd love it to happen, but we're going to make a ton of money on the speculation going forward. Kyber Network has announced the expected date for the launch of its next protocol upgrade, Catalyst. Again, news that moves the market. So the 7th of July, Kyber DAO will go live. So this is going to usher in a new era for Kyber with technical improvements that enhance liquidity for anyone? DeFi. I said it again. DeFi. Grayscale has done it again. Is this even possible? The Grayscale has added 19,879 Bitcoin to their Bitcoin trust since last week. Listen, Bitcoin miners have only produced 7,000 Bitcoin since last week, 39,000 since the halving. Grayscale is buying them up. Now this goes into their GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. They have 400,000 Bitcoin under management, not decentralized. What do you feel about this? How do you feel? What if Grayscale says, hey, you know what? Traditional markets want to trade this stuff and we're just going to keep buying it up. Like, what's that going to do to the price of Bitcoin? Buy, buy, buy. Man, this is going to be good. I'm just telling you guys, I've never been so excited to be a part of something in my life. Like, the future is so golden for us. Remember, if you like altcoins, Bitcoin's going to bring people into this market. Right? Everybody comes in because they want to get rich off Bitcoin, and then they realize, well, hey, look at these alts. They're cheaper. They move more. They sound good. They're more affordable. I can buy a ton of them. I can have 1 million of these coins. Maybe it's going to be the next Bitcoin, right? That's their thought process. Now, this is going to be big for Bitcoin, which will trickle down into the altcoins. Anchor came out with some big news today. Anchor had a breakout. I talked to you about this. I posted a chart on this for you. And they're working with Binance Smart Chain as far as creating some tools for them. Balance of exchanges. So listen to this. 14% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin, 2.6 million Bitcoin currently, sit on centralized exchange wallets, not decentralized. The largest holders are Coinbase, Huobi, and Binance, not decentralized. Again, will cryptocurrency ever be truly decentralized? I mean, it sounds good in its purest form, but when you have these huge exchanges and GBTC, Grayscale, holding all these coins, not really decentralized. I've got a couple good questions I want to go over with you. Yeah, basically, there's so many scams in this space. I don't want you guys to get caught up in this stuff. So somebody said, what do you think about Elon Musk's Bitcoin giveaway? Mega scam, it's fake. I saw this, like these you get YouTube ads, right, that trick people. They steal, hijack YouTube channels, and then they have a ton of viewers, a ton of subscribers, and everyone thinks it's real, and they send a bunch of Bitcoin to them. Now, this gentleman states, hey, I'm reading the comments from the YouTube page, and people are mentioning that they use this trading experts to increase their Bitcoin. Are these scams? Yes. If you have to ask, it is a scam. Yeah. I cannot keep up with the amount of bots and just garbage that get posted in the YouTube comments. I just can't. It's phenomenal. I mean, it wouldn't even be happening if people didn't fall for it. This was Bitcoin on BitMEX, and this wick was like the Darth Maul candle. Look at this thing. Scam anyone? Did it really happen? Like, people were asking me, hey, did this really happen? Ran up to 10,000, ran down to 8,500. Is this even real? What I do know is that there's a CME Bitcoin futures gap, not related to this, but it did get filled overhead. Previously, I talked to you guys about Kava. Remember, I said, hey, Nicholas Merton over at DataDash is pumping Kava's chart. And I posted the setup for you guys, and it broke out shortly after that. Also, I talked about how Kava made the top 12 DeFi project by market cap in the top 12, right down here, 25, 26 million market cap. Then July 1st, they have these minting rewards that are finally going to take place. Talk to you about that. Now, this is the Kava midterm hold idea breakout chart. Well, we were looking for a breakout in this chart. This is the setup that I gave you guys shortly after the video. It did break out to the upside. Now, if we look at Kava now, you can see not only did it break out and get that, I think there was about 10% gains. Now, as of today, it's up 22%. So, congrats to you guys that got into Kava. You know, a lot of people have a lot of good, it's DeFi. You know, it's DeFi. But this is about getting in at the right time. And I saw somebody in the YouTube comments were like, dude, I just bought your Kava setup and I'm about to join your group. And it just worries me. Like, this is not about just buy now. Throw money at this market and just buy. It's all about timing. Like, think about it. You wouldn't be such a big fan of Kava if you bought right here, right? If you bought right here, you'd be like, Chris, what happened to Kava? Like, you have to understand there's all kinds of signals that are telling you not to buy here, right? You go down here and you look at the RSI, see this signal right here? The RSI this is like a gauge in your car. When your car's overheating, when it's up here, your car's overheating, it needs to cool down. And what happens? It retraces, right? So you got to be able to understand the signals and how these gauges work. And it's going to tell you when to buy, when not to buy for sure, right? And so just keep in mind there's more to this. Don't try to throw a bunch of money at these setups and trade them if you don't know how to set a stop loss, if you don't know how to manage risk, if you can't read the gauges. RSI, MACD, life-changing money. That simple. ERD blast off. So I gave you guys ERD, talked to you about them a couple times, and ERD came out today in an AMA, and they're talking about they're going to start their mainnet with 3 sharding, and Meta with a top speed of 15,000 transactions per second day one, which is a big number. 15,000 is huge. So they're expecting to see an increase of mainnet nodes to 2169. So this person's talking about they think ERD could be a top 50 coin. Keep an eye on ERD for the 3rd and 4th quarter of this year. On alt rank, on Lunar Crush, it's ranked number 1. So again, this is not here buy now. This is ERD is up considerably. You know, we've been buying ERD since down here in the trading group. This was beginning of the month. You know, in 27 days, I'm just curious, how many of you guys made 142% gains on any coin? If you are sitting in the top 20 coins, holding Tron or XRP, staring at the walls like, when's this paint gonna dry? I'm telling you guys, the money is made in the small caps. It's time to spread your wings. It's time to fly. It's time to go to Binance right now. Go to the link in the description. Set up a Binance account. Learn to trade these smaller altcoins. This is where the money's made. Life-changing money. All these 5, 7, 10, 20x coins, they're going to be tiny coins. They're going to be micro caps, right? You have a $25 million or $10 million market cap and you 10x it, it's still 100 million, 150 million. It's easier for these to grow and your gains to be exponential. This is the ideas that I talked to you about probably 3 weeks ago for ERD. Just all this June news. They got all kinds of bootstrapping, payment gateway. Remember, you want to take a solid technical pattern and idea and put news behind it, and look at all the news. They're working with Binance, Binance Staking, Bet Protocol, GDAC, tons of news on this. And then they came out with a great AMA. That just the fact that they're going to hit their dates. They had a good AMA. Right, people like to see this, right? There was another project that like they bombed. I don't even think they showed up for their AMA, and the price just bombed in this crypto. You got to hit your dates. You got to show up for your AMA. It's like, who does that? They can't even. If another project can't even show up for their AMA and have a good Ask Me Anything, you think they're going to be mainstream adoption? Here we go. We can't even get our crap together. No. There's so many scams. I'm going to talk to you about this at the end of the video. There's so many scams in this space. This is a cash grab for most of these projects. Bitcoin, highly related, highly correlated to traditional markets. The Dow did surge thanks to Boeing and strong home sales. Homes are selling like crazy right now because interest rates are so low. Here's a good one for you guys, DGB. And there's some news on this one, and I didn't cut and paste it, but this is an amazing bullish triangle. Essentially, you'd want to buy the breakout of this triangle. So you get a move up here, a retest, a move down, and then a bounce here would really be a good buy signal, right? So essentially, you could buy the breakout and then increase your position size. You double down if you get that retest, or the safest trade is to buy the actual retest. Not that you would ever listen to anything I talk about or say. Don't trade this unless you know how to manage your risk, but here's the targets over here in the white blocks, but just recently added to Binance. So some potential upside for DGB going forward. This does not mean buy now. Augur sets its launch date for version 2 whiteboard material. Write this down, guys. I'm telling you, get organized. This is a business. You're going to make a ton of money. You can't go to work and make $100,000 a year and not have a notebook, right? You wouldn't expect to go to work at any job where you have to have some type of organization where you're going to make some decent money and just wing it, right? Write this stuff down. Augur, July 28th. Augur version 2 is going to take place. Watch. It's about timing. Get in at the right time. This is going to move the market. Uber, angel investor, says 99% of crypto projects are trash. Probably more. Like these projects, man. I just feel like I get to see a lot of these projects from the inside, kind of see what they're about, kind of see, I deal with the team. They're deal with the teams. I get emails from these people, and it's just like total cash grabs, right? They're just like, how can we get people to buy our coins? And so you just have to be very mindful of the information, the news that you get from a lot of YouTubers, from a lot of news outlets, from a lot of, I mean, it's paid, right? And so because of this, you don't really get the whole story. This is not, you know, you don't have quarterly earnings in cryptocurrency to judge, hey, what is this project really doing? What are they doing? Are they on vacation in Tahiti, you know, social distancing? Is that what they're doing? Are they working on code? You can see some GitHub commits, but you really don't know. You're essentially relying on what they say, you know. So you want to make sure that, number one, the projects you like communicate well with the community, and they got to hit their dates. They got to hit their dates. It's really hard to keep an eye on these projects, but just be careful. Like, the new greatest thing sometimes is the biggest scam.